Hello there everyone, I am Mark III and welcome back to Battletech, where I am once again piloting my little mercenary corporation into a very deep hole. Because I'm just silly that way. Yes, once again my budget is more or less shot, I'm almost to the line, and I'm actually mostly okay with that. Because right now I'm getting some more refit and repair work done on the Argo. I am currently installing a refit harness, so extra tech points for me. Yes. And because I got the automation upgrade as well, I have managed to do a lot of my refit work. In fact, my Vindicators are due out of the shop any time now. So I might as well just progress that slightly.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Yeah. Oh, he's very worried about this. But yeah, I just stepped forward slightly so that I could get my mech out of the mech bay. So that's the mech bay actually cleared its production orders well before my people come out of the medical system. What do you know? What do you know? Oh well, let's have a quick poke around the mech bays, I suppose. I've not really done anything much here. I mean, I don't recall really touching much of anything. Oh yeah, except for the fact that the Vindicator doesn't actually have any PPC anymore. That's a slight refit there. Yep, Shadowhawk's the same. Jagger, I didn't touch this one. Nope. 82s and 5s. So all mechs are now available. The Vindicator got refitted because a PPC was not readily available. And as a result, it's lost the PPC, but it's been refitted to operate more coolly. And with extra armor, so it's tougher, it's got more raw DPS, it's lost some range, and it's lost the stun effect of the PPC. But it now sports a total of 5 medium lasers along with its LOM5 and additional heat sinks for its trouble. So, you know, it's a bit more of a dependable thing. Admittedly also more mundane as well. It's not as flashy without the PPC installed. We've got to admit to that one. Anyway, let's go ahead and start doing something about our C-bills problem.
Make yourself comfortable.
Contracts, please. We need to go earn some money. Some moolah. Let's see. We can go here for 300k, or we can take the bait for 888k. Includes travel time, 19 days. This one, however, is right here. There must admit, there's no real pickings, though, in this area. So some scientists want to spy, privy, and quadruple cross or something like that. I love the description on this one though. A scientist for a restoration conglomerate has turned industrial spy for a rival corporation for the pirates. She has privy to numerous industrial secrets that we would prefer not to fall into our competitor's hand. The pirate leadership has offered to sell her back, but we intend to use the false hope of negotiation to buy you time to extract the scientist through more proactive means. So, many degrees of crossing, I think. Let's just negotiate. We'll drop it to 1 and get 248. A nice sweet extra month and a bit's worth of operating costs out of this one. It's not a high value contract, but hey, what can you do? Now then, unfortunately I don't have an upgrade to my medical bay. I do need to get that one. Let's take the Locust out, please. Let's get Glitch nice and at home in her Centurion. Thank you. Because Glitch is of course multi-target and indirect with high tactics, so LRM Specialist is a good one. Now who else do we want? Grand Slam. Problem is we don't really have much else, do we? I suppose Trigger would be a good call for one of these, because Trigger has multi-shot. And the other one is evasive movement. Moving around will grant more dodging. That's all okay, though admittedly Glitch is slightly messed up by having Sensor Lock. Sensor Lock on an LRM mech is not the best thing to have, I don't think. I mean, it's like cross-purpose. You can either shoot your missiles or you can Sensor Lock. And I'm not sure how good that combination is. Maybe I'd have preferred a different first tier perk on that one instead, but you know. It is what it is, and we have our lance of mechs ready to roll. So, deploy. Never fear, nameless scientist. We will save you. Okay, here we go. I just hope I don't run into the Purple Brigade again.
Command interface initiated.
Full disclosure, oh, region pipe facility. All right. And once to secure the road, get the road scientist into one of your mechs and then head for the marked evac. So it is a capture which turns into an escort.
Let's make snowmen.
Yeah, let's make snowmen. Okay, that sounds like a much better idea. This is also, I think, one of those rare matches where I don't actually have anything... Well, this is rare as far as this campaign goes. I don't actually have anything below medium weights involved this time.
Moving to position.
It's just a little bit odd.
Coordinates received.
Mr. Turin is okay. Just keep on moving. Right. Anyway, full disclosure, as I said. After the last time I played, I did actually verify my game integrity files again, which I've been doing like every time I settle down to play this game. And a bunch of times it's not done anything. However, this last time, after my spectacular events in the...
Enemy detected.
Oh, hello. After the spectacular events in the previous... there's a mech over there, is there? Awesome.
Got it.
It's actually verified in integrity of 4 files for replacement, which is rather unexpected, and it's happened quite suddenly. So, hopefully that'll improve the stability a little bit. Oh, a Wolverine. Oh, jeez. Luckily, since I've just been sprinting around, I've got good evasion, and I can at least get in some cover. My Jagger is a bit close, though, I think.
Orders.
So in the interest of that, let us go ahead and... Will a jump be a good idea? If I go to there, then I've got a massive amount of chance to hit him with massive, massive deluge of lasers. Let's jump jet. Let's send the new Victor forward. Well, the boring-ass Victor, which has got no special shiny things on it, I think is probably a better term for it. That's melee as well. No, it's not melee. Turn off the LRM. But we do have 5 lasers.
Firing.
Multiple hits to the leg. Okay, not too bad.
What can I do for you?
Next up. Okay, whatever those are going on turn 2. I think there might be torpedoes. Wait, why did I don't know why I said that. They might be
Good to go. Waiting for
turrets. That's the word. Not... Yeah, they're torpedoes, definitely. No, turrets. However, I want to kind of stay clear a little bit. So let's move over this way and give an LRM volley to that lovely Wolverine, who is mostly a mid-ranger type. So that's okay. Lots of missiles for you. Yep, that was shiny. Okay, I'll accept that one.
Waiting on you,
And then
Commander.
trigger, I think I will reserve action on. Let's see if this... Okay, we've got a mech and another mech. Okay, we're actually engaging a mech lance, they're not turrets. And one of them has got a bead on me with an AC, and I think that's LRMs. Vindicator's just soaked it up though. Okay, let's see. We don't have a bead on whatever that is, but what I can do is... That would be a very bad idea, actually. If I move to here, then I could engage equally on that and whatever that is. I've mostly damaged this mech from the side with the LOM volley that came in. So let's move my Jagger forward a little bit. This is kind of risky because it's putting the Jagger front and centre. Oh hell. We've got a flipping Orion out here. A 75-ton heavy. I was not expecting that. That Orion though. Jeez. Okay. I think I want to hit the Wolverine front and centre full automatic on everything because, quite frankly, I want it dead.
All weapons committed.
Oh! Lucky shot. The head must have... I think the head just ate multiple autocannon rounds. Okay, cool. It's about time that worked for me, rather than the enemy the entire time. Oh god. Jagamech, I must remind you, the Jagamech is not... I'm getting pummeled well severely. The Jagamech is not modified, it has not got extra armor plating, it cannot withstand that kind of punishment. It cannot withstand being focused by 2 Orions, it's going to get torn to shreds if it tries to do that. Oh look, the side torso's already messed up. Okay.
I hear ya.
Right. Let's get the Blackjack slightly forward. He's jumping, so it's got really good evasion, and I need to pick a target. I think I'm going to go for this one, which was the one I first saw. So let's go ahead and lob shots.
Here we go.
Another headshot. Interesting. Not sure if you can actually fire again straight away.
What can I do for you?
-4 difficulty. Okay, right. So if I precision strike it, choose the head. Please give me another headshot. Actually, no. That would be a. I'd rather do that with my own. With my Jagger.
Yes, Commander.
Or Sam Knight. Yeah, I want a big a mech with lots and lots of weaponry to do that. Because it's more chances to hit. However, that's only 65%. Can I jump a little bit closer? If I jump to there, 80s. Okay.
Lifting off.
Fly! Land next to the burning corpse of the one that was shot down. Then precision. Target. Orion. Go for the head. Low chance, but I'm committing all weapon reserves to this.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
And that did look wrong. Of course.
Waiting on you,
Oh,
Commander.
glitch. I believe it is your turn to do a thing.
Good to go.
No, glitch. Attack mode. Rain down fire. Actually, if I switch it to indirect mode, maybe that'll help. Let's move so that I have to indirect fire. Because that, I maintain 80% accuracy. But
On my way.
I'll be lobbing shots over at the Orion, so they'll be coming down from above. Come on, LRMs. Oh. Not enough. That didn't actually manage to connect. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Which means I need. I'll just reserve my. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see who they're going to go for. Probably going to go after my Jagger again. Yep, Jagger. Ow. Ow. Stop doing that, please. My poor Jagger mech. Okay. Can't precision strike. If I don't move, I'll have bulwark, so damage reduction, which would be very helpful. The Jagger mech's lost most of its armor at this point. But it's in cover and it's got bulwark, so fingers crossed. Now we just have to hit that head a little bit more. Unfortunately, it's out of range of the lasers. Can, however, multi-target. And the lasers can go after the other Orion, which is charging in. So let's do that.
Engaging multiple targets.
Unsteady. 2 lasers, didn't do much. Okay, trigger.
I hear ya.
Can you give me a repeat performance, pretty please, with sugar on top? I really hope you can, because you tagged a headshot before. I want you to tag it again. Also, I'm going to jump you like only over here, so that's only worth 2. Is it worth that? Actually, if I move there, it's worth 0. So okay, let's get 2 points from a jump,
Ready?
and then we'll fire. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can use space to skip things if I want to a little bit. Right, fire. Are you close enough for the smalls? Actually. No, you're not. Okay, never mind. It was a fleeting fancy.
Yeah, critical hit.
Not enough. Okay, I'm about to eat another round of fire. Oh. And leave my Jagger alone, darn it. It's a squishy support mech.
Armor breached.
I know.
Internal damage.
I know. My poor Jagger mech, it's getting blown to bits. How much armor do you even have left? Ew. Ow. Okay, that's really bad.
Commander.
That guy is actually really bad. Let's get
What can I do for you?
the LRM volley out. Lob another salvo at it, including the lasers actually. Okay, and let's
All
try and
weapons
pummel
are
it down then.
go. When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Yeah, so well said. Take it and like it. I'm just
Waiting on
failing
you, Commander.
spectacularly to really do much to this guy. Let's
Yes,
see,
Commander.
Vindicator, if you could... Only 55. Just unleashing another volley would be really good. So if I move you up here, then I can hit the Orion again. I know it's low accuracy at this point, but LM5 still something. Not even sure what that did to it. What did that? Oh, I was hitting the rear armor.
Good to go.
Yeah, that figures. Jumps. Jump over here.
Got it.
And hit it in the side again, this time with more ballistics, because we gotta deal with this guy. Oh, he's almost dead though.
Tell me what to shoot.
Oh, knocked him over. Is that enough? Is it? Crunch. Injured. 2 injuries, I think. Oh, the other one's moving. Oh, this is gonna hurt. No, my Jagger mech.
Warning. Detecting
Oh,
mech
head hit.
warrior injury.
Darn it. Right. My poor Jagger. Look at this. They really don't like my Jagger. Okay, right. That does it. Sounds like this. I really wish my Jagger actually had jump jets. That would be quite nice. But unfortunately the Jagger's so slow, it can't really get away from this. So let's go ahead and call shot to the head. All weapons.
All weapons committed.
And blew out the sensors also. Okay. It's fine, the pilot's dead, that's inspired.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh well. And I've got 3 mechs that are going to be coming in before this guy gets another turn. So that should be okay. That should be useful. Oh, inspired means I've got access to enough to do all that. Okay, fine. Sure. Way too close. Problem is if I go around here, then it becomes a case of I'm trying to hit it in the back. You know? So I need to shift my angle to fire from the front. I've got to be... that's the best I can do. Not great. But all of my long range stuff is engaging with a mid to close range brawl with enemy brawlers, because Orion is very much a brawler type. It's much better suited for this than my current mechs that are engaging are for the most part. Okay, good.
What can I do for you?
I mean, the only brawler-ish I've got on my side for this kind of engagement range is actually my Vindicator, with its massive loadout of lasers. Let's see, if I jump to here, then I can try to pummel you. Let's get
I
Trigger,
hear ya.
actually. And let's also do a jump to here. Oh, that's a bit too close to the autocannons. Here? Here's good. What about here? Oh, if I'm in range for the small lasers, then I'm suffer a massive accuracy penalty for the ACs. That's unfortunately the way it goes.
Special delivery. Want some more, huh?
Right. Now I'm going to take advantage. Something I learned in the multiplayer when I was playing against Delta, should apply here, I think, is that... wait, no, I just took the last action, so never mind, it won't fit, never mind. I was going to try and force it so that I would have my heavy go before his, but unfortunately since I've been taking moves, that means that as soon as he gets the chance, he gets to take a move straight away, you know? So that means I can't really try and do that. Oh well, it was an interesting thought, but it didn't quite fit the current situation. Let's see, turn off the LRM so I can actually start to cool. This is what I meant by the better heat management, by the way. This mech has been operating really nice. Admittedly, you've got heat sinks boosted by 10%, but even with the 10%, this mech has been jump jetting and firing all lasers every chance it gets, and it's only now starting to approach critical heat. So this mech is operating just fine after like 3 or 4 turns of continuous fire. So yeah, you know, pretty good at sustaining damage output, I think. Multiple hits right arm, that wasn't too much use. Yep, and then the enemy gets to move immediately. And he's probably going to punch something. Or is it flank? Nope, punching. Oh!
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury.
Well, that was rude. It switched targets. Also, it's overheating. Ha! My mech can sustain this. Your mech can't. Oh, they hit the Jagger mech. Boo! Boo, I say. My poor Jagger mech. Oh my. Okay. If I back up to here, I don't get any kind of evasion bonus. But my Jagger mech is almost down for the count. I want to stay in the forest to at least keep some cover. But yeah, my Jagger mech just can't take this. I desperately need to refit that guy. Also, I'm way too close to the autocannons, I just realised. Oh well. That's fine. Let's see if I can do some more stuff about this guy. So...
Orders.
Vindicator who runs too cool. LRM Centurion who is way too close. Better engage your jets actually and get you clear. Yeah, that'll work.
Time to fly!
Fly! I'm sorry, I'm being very reactive, aren't I? Right, fire!
Uh-huh. Another hit like that and you're toast!
Wasn't good enough though. I seem to really suck at precision and doing precision, well, taking mechs down with precision.
Commander.
That said though, of course, there is the slight fact that... Do I need another jump? Another jump would be nice. Let's jump.
Firing jump jet.
The fact is that I've got a lot of weaker hitting weapons, so that doesn't lend itself well to precision strikes. So that, yeah, here we go. With the jump jets, that's now overloading. If I turn off one laser though, it is not. Haha. Can I fire the missiles? No. Fire!
Firing on target.
Well, I got something at least. I will take you, Mr. Orion. One piece at a time if I have to.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Now, trigger... if I melee, that problem is that this trigger's mech is really bad at melee.
Good to go.
So what I need is to actually reposition further away for the ACs to be operational, which means I need to jump jet back to about here. I don't want enough angle to hit it in the back though. About here? No. I still need to do. It still need a jump to be positioned properly. That's a bit too close. Okay, right. So about here, and then I can hit it inside with a volley of autocannon fire again, and hopefully it'll do the job. But I don't think it'll be enough to kill it because my luck just doesn't roll that way. Okay, yeah, enemy turn. Oh dear. No. Oh, that's just mean.
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury. Warning. Weapon system destroyed.
That is incredibly mean. You flipping Orion, you. My Jagger mech, my poor Jagger. Luckily, it's my personal character in it, so of course I'm immune to dying. But still, that is just so. Oh wow. Okay, let's do it from that side. Do it from there. Let's move around and headbutt it because I think that's about. Well, that's pretty much all the Jagger mech's got available for it.
Physical
Oh,
attack.
left torso,
Enemy mech.
side torso,
Damage detected.
unsteady. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Flipping thing. Right, trigger.
Waiting for orders.
Trigger, 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 trigger. I think we've got it, almost. Let's reposition and do this again. Yep, if I press speed it skips most of the animation it seems, but that's why it jumped forward.
Roger that. Firing on target. I hear ya.
Gotta love it when things are just so hard to kill, you know? Oh, that's perfect range, perfect.
You
All
betcha.
weapons, high accuracy. Admittedly, it's from the side where the enemy still has a bunch of armor, but you know, can't have everything, can we?
Commencing alpha strike.
Yeah, take that. Knocked it! Okay, is that enough? Knock. Knock down, pilot injured. Oh, it was not enough.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, that pilot is still alive. Fine. Fine, 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 fine. Stay still. Switch to attack mode. Let's morale is okay right now, but I'm going to hang on to that precision strike because his head's not damaged. So, since the head isn't already damaged, there's not really any good chance to use all of this. So, let us try to core it out.
Roger that.
And it destroyed everything but
That's
what it
right,
was shooting at.
yeah.
Of course it did. And that... Is it still... You're still alive even after that. I think you've taken... You must have taken 3 wounds by now, right? Bloody hell. Right, okay, right. Step on it. Come on. Just step on the bugger. I mean, seriously, it killed everything but the point I was pointing at. And that probably trod on his kneecap or something, didn't it? Yep, trod on his leg. Damn it. This is not how mech battles are supposed to go. On the bright side, though, it looks like he couldn't do anything. Oh, he's out of weapons. Okay, that means I don't need to spend any more ammo on you, so Vindicator. If you'll be so very kind as to put that thing out of its darn misery. Go away. There we go. Kill that flipping stick.
Tango down.
Well, that took a while. Though unfortunately, my Jagger is completely wrecked.
Good to go.
And I've spent a bunch of
Don't need to
munitions.
tell me twice.
So that's not great.
Moving out.
Why is it whenever I think I'm going to be okay, things prove not to be okay? Also, I don't want this mech to go there and pick up my
Yes, Commander.
my guest.
Waiting on you, Commander.
That'd be such a horrible idea. Yeah, the Vindicator's a really tough cookie. That's still good to go, so let's send you in.
On my way.
And then we have to go over that way? I think it was.
Good to go.
But yeah,
What can I do for you?
I don't think I'd be happy to rebuild
Got
that
it.
Jagger. I want to rebuild it. Sorry, not to rebuild it. I want to tune it. I want to plate it lovingly with as much armor as possible.
Orders.
Hold position for full society support on the mechs. Hold position. Please tell me there's not more stuff coming in. Please tell me there's not more stuff coming in. Because that would suck so hard if it was. Let's see, let's get the AC mech over onto the hill.
Uh-huh.
The LRM mech can lock over this way.
Coordinates received.
We have the asset, Commander.
Oh, okay, land immediately. I was afraid there was going to be another flipping wave. Okay, mission successful. Though I also got mulched rather hard. Though that said, I think the only mech that suffered enough damage to be forced into the repair shop is actually the Jagger. Well, only objective was to retrieve and escape. I thought we'd have to run with it. But, you know, as we do. 248k, that's going to be quite useful for that. And as I called, all mechs are okay, except for the Jagger mech, which got all of its primary weaponry blown off. That's always useful. Also, I'm down for 51 days. I need to upgrade my med bay. Still, though, we got only 2 Orion parts, but we've also got 3 Wolverine parts. Let's grab an Orion piece as my... Wait a second. S14 with +2 damage. Really? 8 times 6 damage, 10 times 4. Ooh. 8, 9, 10. That's a 25% harder hitting SRM, that one. I am very tempted, actually, to go after a rare piece of equipment. You know what? Sure, I'll get the shiny thing. Confirm. I got a Wolverine piece, a medium laser, and a few bits and pieces. Alright, that's fine. Sure. Well, that was somewhat embarrassing. Oh dear. Ah well, at least we've got some money in the bank. And we've still got a full roster of mechs available. So, you know, that's all okay. Let's go... let's pay the mech lab a very quick visit. So let's check our bays. Yeah, the Jagger mech's very much out for the count. Refit. This poor Jagger. I mean, the massive amount of autocannon nonsense was great and all, but look at its armor ratings though. It's like a third of what it could be. And in this game, to avoid repair time and such, and preserve the mechs, I do like to have more and more armor. So yeah, that's like over twice as much armor being loaded onto the front plating of this thing now. Though admittedly this is also taking a lot of payload space away from potential weaponry, but you know, this mech has just lost all of said weaponry because of how badly damaged it was. So you know, it needs the refit time. Let's take that off, go away, and you can go away as well. I'll leave that laser in place. Right, so what can we do to this guy? What do we have available? We got a couple of PPCs actually. I admit the PPCs wasn't really available for the Vindicator, but I kind of wanted it to have those PPCs. So I wanted the lasers because, you know. So I admit I kind of forgot I had these when I was talking about it earlier, but yeah, I have got PPCs on hand, on tap. Now then, I could fit this thing as a treble PPC, but this, unfortunately, it's not a good idea. Let's be honest, it's not a very good idea. So, instead, let's see how well this thing works out as a double with some supporting equipment installed as well. Because that sounds rather tasty, that. Though admittedly, its heat system is still going to be completely and utterly shot by the change. 61.5. Need to find half a ton from somewhere. Admittedly though, 1 PPC, it deals 35 heat when I fire it. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I dispel 30. So this is not enough heat sinks to sustain fire with very much at all. So if I turn this thing into an NG mech. Also need to repair those as well, of course. I need to get the repairs sorted out. So that's half a ton, and I am very heat efficient. So let's go ahead and add in some small arms. Let's add in... Let's move a heat sink. Actually, let's move a batch of these heat sinks into the middle rather than the sides, because, you know, that'd be quite nice. So center line, And if I want to fit in a battery of small lasers to deal with all of this, natural cooling by itself can handle those 2 PPCs now with additional stuff. So anything I add in on top of this is going to be kind of like gravy, I suppose. Let's strip out an extra ton there. And a ton there. Okay, so it can't quite handle all of it now. But I have got 2.5 tons, which I can spend on other things. And now I've got 3 tons I can spend on other things, which means I'll put in an extra one of those heat sinks back again. Because why the hell not? What can I say? I'm trying to keep this thing cool. And as for backup weapons, though, I'm thinking like a battery of small lasers might be a nice close-range alternative to just when the chips are down kind of thing. Though admittedly also in the space with the small lasers, I could just go ahead and install medium lasers instead. So I can rely on the PPCs out to long range, and mid range I've got the med lasers as well. However, if I start operating everything, I will overheat really badly. And I will overheat in general anyway if I'm not careful with all this stuff. The temptation will be strong to use the med lasers. That's what I think. But the range profile, though, that's what I'm after. The range profile, max 270. While the small lasers are max 90, which is much more restricted, especially on a big, slow mech. Actually, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put jump jets in. Oopsie. Let's put some jump jets into here. It's 2 out of potential 4 jump jets. Let's put another heatsink in here. Oh, really? I'm out of big jump jets? Right, let's check the store really quick. Jump jets, jump jets, jump jets. I need H-grade jump jets. I can get H-grade jump jets. Yes, buy that, thank you.
New equipment available.
There we go. I love that little shortcut. Right, jump jets. I install a pair of... Actually, jump jets are much more expensive than heat sinks, so I'll put the jump jets in the center torso. The heat sinks can go on the sides. Because they're more likely to get knocked off there. But that is a lot of heat sinks, PPCs. Jump jets will give this mech a lot of needed maneuverability, because let's be honest, it doesn't have much at all. Its only problem is lack of close-range weaponry. It is very, very specialised as an energy bombardment mech now, but on the bright side, those long-range bombardment shots are incredibly dangerous. I'm thinking like, you know what, I'll take off one of those heat sinks and give it a pair of small lasers. Just something that can operate when the things get too close to the PPCs. So it really doesn't want to be at that range. It's still good to have something. So let's confirm that. 235k. Actually, hang on a sec. 235k, 435. It'll take 35 days to fix it. That's going to take a long time to fix up because, you know, it's basically reworking from the ground up. But I wish there was a way to leave this stuff here, because there is a bit of a problem, I think. And that problem is the little fact that I believe I am now too short on funds to make this realistic. 235 versus... Yeah, 235 out of 435. I need at least, I think, 206 to survive the coming month. Yeah, confirm. I know what I've done to it. But yeah, I don't think I can quite afford it. Yeah, 208,000 per month. Okay, if I'd done that, I would go bankrupt in 6 days. Unless there's a contract available immediately on this planet. That is not the goal of this exercise. Yeah, and there is not a locally available contract. I would have gone bankrupt if I'd done that. Oh, jeez. Oh, well. I suppose I can just head over here for the 3. Compelling Corporation is extracting an extremely heavy mech with local government heraldry. Provocation is almost certainly bait for a trap. We'd like to spring this trap. Engage the heavy mech, intercept forces and planetary government, sends defend it, and destroy all of them. Alright. Well, we need the stuff. So... What we really need though is the money. So I kind of want to like have a guaranteed pick is nice, but if I could just go for 888 and 2 salvage, what I need is money. Let's accept this for best part of $1 million, but very little salvage. But I want salvage. I want toys. I want toys. You know what? Sure. Let's go. No, let's go all in on money. Leave the salvage. Darn the salvage.
Calculating course now, Commander.
Here we go. And the Argo sets off. I think this is. I think it's maiden voyage pretty much. But on the bright side, I skimmed past bankruptcy by the skin of my teeth. Oh, Chuck resolves an accident. You stop by medbay to visit the mech warrior as she recovers. Hi, Commander. Chuck touches the bandage on her head. I was doing pull-ups on the wall shelf and it came loose. The shelf above it came down too, right on my head. Ooh, ouch. I've had that happen to me actually. I was climbing some shelves when I was a kid to get at some toys at the top. Unfortunately, the entire top rack of shelves, as it turned out, was unsecured to the bottom rack of shelves, and the entire thing tipped over and hit me on the head. So, fellow feeling right there. You shake your head, frowning. You know those shelves aren't rated for your weight. So, develop a training exercise. Let's say it slide. If Truck had the military regimen, I could let Truck develop the exercise, but nope, so I'll have to do it myself. Over the next week, you and Darius develop a daily training routine for the mech warriors involving simple bodyweight exercise and jogging laps around the Alpha Pod corridors. When Truck gets out of medbay, she joins the training. Darius supports the warriors are grumpy about having exercise imposed on them, but he hopes this will help keep them out of trouble. If we repair and reopen the gymnasium in Beta Pod, that'll probably be better received. So, Truck's injured, and morale has decreased by 2. Oh. Well, it was Truck that was doing workout, so yeah, I guess that was a slight slip up on my part. Fly!
Financial report for you, Commander.
There we go. Yeah, 227 out of what it would have been. Yeah. Projected bankruptcy on all settings except for Spartan. I'm okay with low morale. I don't use precision shot that much. Let's be honest. But I'm willing to say I'll be restrictive. It's like, here, have a little bit of extra spending money, you guys. I'll give you a little bit of extra cheddar. Yes. And though we are projecting bankruptcy in 30 days, but the thing is we're actually in transit to go and get that money, so that's okay. We'll survive.
We're almost completely out of cash.
Our situation is dire, I'm Mark 3. We need to do whatever it takes to generate some sea-bills now, or we're going to be out of the merc business soon. I am well aware, do not worry. In fact, I almost pitched us into this situation last month, so I think I'm well aware. Wait, why is the Argo docking with the thing? I thought the Argo was a jump ship. Oh, no, we've got Behemoth back. Look at the size difference, though. Oh well, I guess I misunderstood. I thought that the Argo was actually jump capable, but it seems like it might not be. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, if it was jump capable, the pirates would have fixed it. Yes, I know. I know, we need money. Oh yeah, it's red now that we're about to actually go bankrupt.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Aha, refit harness completed. Okay, we've got better mech bay working now. So, the mech bay has just been upgraded. Oops, wrong section.
Hey boss, nice to see you.
So we've got 9 mech tech points now, so that's a general improvement. Med bays. Unfortunately, I can't get another med bay upgrade. I've only got the one. Does that mean I need beta pod? To get beta pod, I require structural repair, so I need to repair my structure. Training modules, though, might be a good idea. Mech warriors gain training experience per day. Mech warriors with less than 10,000 total will benefit from that. So this will help deal with some EXP levels, at least for lower level ones. So structural damage, though. To get a new pod, I need to do the structure, which is 90k and 2 weeks. I can afford that.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get
So I'm going to keep the Argo upgrades rolling. Though admittedly that's pushed me even closer to bankruptcy, so I'm probably going to get yelled at again. But... Yay, synchronous orbit. Haha. Not just yet. I want to check. I want to browse the local market and maybe make some ill-considered purchases, please. Let's see. AC-10s. Flame. Ooh, Flame Plus. What does that one do? Plus 5 damage. That's double damage on that one. That is nice, actually. LM15 plus 1. That's a plus 25% damage. Oh. 2 exotic PPCs. Damn it! I want this stuff. I want this stuff. Right. Okay. Plus 30 stability damage. So 50 stability damage on that one, and this one has got extra accuracy rating on it, plus 4 accuracy. So these are my first plus items, but they're really they're ideally suited to what I was about to do to my Jagamech as well. I think the game is just being mean to me at this point. Actually, why am I browsing the mech parts? There are no mech parts anyway. But yeah, I could. I'm very interested in those PPCs. The problem is it's going to cost me like 4, 5, 650k to buy them. So that
Hey, Commander.
it depends on the local contract status if I can do that at all. Let's have a look. Come on, Comstar. Right. So after my current mission, I would be required to take an additional mission to pay for it. So I think it's clean out the mercs that I came here to do. No, that's not it. I'm here for something else. Yeah, I'm here for something else. So we got a different one here on the same planet, which is only a 3-star rating, but it's maximum of 900k. So yeah, we got a mission to do next. To our next mission already lined up pretty much, but we've still got existing contracts to make good on first because, you know, paid for travel time. Still, this has been an odd one because this episode we've actually done a little bit less time on the battle, but we've done some time outside the battle and even rarer some time in the mech bay as well. But I'm going to have to call it there. I'm afraid there's no time to actually do another fight. So, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. And I will catch you all some other time. See you all later.